just having him hold the mic?
Yeah.
Is he gonna pick him up?
Yeah, not gonna be close enough.
Yeah, just hold that in your other hand, Brian. Yep.
Oh yeah. Alright, we live by the way. What's going on? This is the Galactic Disconnect podcast. I'm Galaxy.
I'm T Disconnected.
And we're here with our homie Valentine. What's up? Valentine, my nigga Brandon. It's Valentine on Twitch. Thanks for being here, dog. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. No, I've been watching though. I've been watching some of your fight streams. They are pretty good, man. You've been killing people in Street Fighter.
Thank you. I was really bad when I first started. Got plays bronze, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay. Hey. This one, the mechanics are completely different. I've been actually putting some time into it, and I can't fucking quarter circle anymore for shit for some reason on the D-pad, and it's making me want to get a fight stick. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely here for the fight stick. I took out my square gate, put an oct gate in there.
Oh.
Took out the little ball and put and it's improved my game tenfold, I promise.
Oh, interesting.
Like instead of the ball.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay. So it's easier to hold.
Yeah.
Way easier to hold.
Hey, I got
JR told me to switch to that. Shout out to JR.
Shout out the goat. The goat.
Shout out to the cousin. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't do it without your rings.
Not that much shit. Alright, so Street Fighter better than Street Fighter 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I bought Street Fighter 5. I think I have maybe an hour in that game.
Yeah.
This shit is garbage.
Yeah, I think I only played maybe for the first, and it's sad. I got the game for free, and I still only played like the first maybe 4 hours. Gave it a chance, and it was terrible. Damn, rings under the couch. Yeah.
Alright, so while I finished getting ready, what animes y'all been getting into?
Yo, so yesterday, the Black Clover movie came out on Netflix. It was lit.
I've been hearing it's good, man. I've been seeing a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, I just watched it. The one thing, it was in English.
No,
Really, for us.
Yeah, I mean, it probably was. I just started watching it in English because I was like doing other stuff. But it is a complete ripoff of season 4 Naruto. When did Orochimaru bring back the Hokages?
Oh, I don't know what season, but I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Big Hokage showdown.
Yeah, it was that.
Fan service-y.
Yeah, so it was very much like bring back 4 of the Wizard Kings. so 4 Wizard Kings versus them. And then just like Naruto, the current Wizard King is like weak and underpowered, and they have to like now fight the 4 Wizard Kings.
Right.
It was literally a carbon copy ripoff of that.
I mean, but with magic.
Yeah, with magic.
Because them niggas will be doing magic.
Right. Jutsus, bro.
Yeah, well, Asta's magic is these hands, and he was.
Never lied.
Yeah, he was putting in work. Really cool concept. So I enjoyed that movie. If anyone hasn't had a chance to watch it, go watch it. It's pretty dope. Picks up in the new season when they're older. So yeah.
I've been keeping up with Black Clover, the manga. They make power scaling seem legitimate because I ain't really keep up.
Not with the manga. No.
I haven't read Black Clover. I'm super behind. I haven't read Black Clover in years, bro.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with that shit. They were going crazy. That's why I was wondering if the movie was canon, and when I said I was not, because they had some stuff with Wizard Kings, an old one in the manga. That was canon. It was just like I think it was like
The first?
Yeah.
So the show is past that. In general. Yeah, the show got past that. They're at the Spade Kingdom doing that fight. But, this one they talks about 3 Wizard Kings before that. One of them was a chick. She was badass. She went against the fire chick, Milo. Yeah, the one who was just throwing hands. They both were just throwing hands at each other.
But the
The sister? Yeah.
I like her.
Commander and the Flame Dragon.
Yeah.
Fire Lions.
Yeah.
Dope ass family.
So that was a cool fight watching her like square up, and she was beating her ass too. Like they were going at it.
Wizard Kings had to be dope back in the day. They
Yeah.
had a very similar structure with Naruto.
Yeah. They all had cool, unique powers. I think her power was something about chess pieces. Like the one lady, the Wizard King, hers was like chess pieces.
Got you. I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
It's dope.
So you'll like it. But other than that, man, I've just been keeping up with the same old animes. You know, what's that? Hell's Paradise. Last episode was lit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I looked at a top 7 list, so I wanted to see what people were watching. Jujutsu Kaisen is not even on the top 10 on a lot of lists.
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah, Hell's Paradise.
Oh, Hell's Paradise isn't.
Yeah, it's not even on top 10 on a lot of lists. So I'm like, what is
I mean, it's still kind of like new. It's only what one season out.
Yeah, 1 season.
8 episodes.
I can't. Turn the volume up.
Yeah.
Turn them up.
But yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, honestly, most people don't watch anime on Crunchyroll and other streaming sites. I mean, right now, everybody has been strictly Netflix, Hulu, like Netflix and Hulu. In America, at least, you know.
Yeah, I'm still a Crunchyroll enjoyer over here, but
Mhm.
I agree. Nobody watches it on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, they struggling.
Yeah.
Damn.
You'll see that the animes that people are hyped about are only on the mainstream streaming sites.
I mean, it makes sense in mainstream.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I've only watched one season. I mean, one animated season.
which one?
Blue Lock. Anybody?
Blue Eye.
No, I didn't watch Blue Lock.
Soccer finally.
Soccer out here.
Oh, that one.
Every so often.
That's pretty old, though, right? Blue Lock.
I mean, it's an old manga.
Okay.
It got its first season of.
Oh, okay.
It's the soccer one. It's the soccer joint.
Yeah. I'm like, I've definitely seen it years. For years.
One where for some reason I see so many people being like, "This is what got me there, man." I'm like, really, the soccer?
Nah, because it's like this generation's like Kukuro no Basket. Y'all remember that
Yeah.
one? Yeah. I mean, it's old now. We're old heads for knowing that. But,
Yeah.
That's what that is now. So if y'all like that joint, it's fire. It's
Oh,
fire.
and soccer is the most popular sport in the world too.
Yeah. It's definitely a way to get people into anime. It's definitely a
Me and my
segment.
girl been watching it. It got you every sports cliche you want, except this one's about like ego. They teach you to be the most egotistical player. They're like, what is Japan missing? We need a star player. Everybody's talking about this teamwork shit.
That's funny.
Boss ass. They do a lot of the mental like thinking and go to people's mentalities.
It's a top 300 ranking system of you trying to be the best.
Be a number 1 soccer player.
Once you get kicked out, you'll never be a pro. They said if you take this opportunity, if you get kicked out, they said you don't got it.
Damn.
I thought it was something wild like Squid Games for soccer. Is it not like that?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what they're like high school kids. They're throwing away their whole life future because they're like, if I'm not the one out of this 300, I will never play soccer. And they're all star level people.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, Blue Lock.
Okay, so yeah, I haven't seen that. That's something we got to add to the list, maybe speak on.
Sure.
So Blue Lock, watched Hell's Paradise this past week. There was, what other good animes came out this past week? Again, I've been watching all of the isekais.
Yeah,
So there's like one called Aristocratic something guy.
The merchant and
Yeah.
merchant. I need a new board.
I'm watching this one. What is it? Reborn in a Godless World. And it's cool. It's about the whole world has no gods, and there's one god who comes. And there's like these artificial gods that were made by man, and you have to get followers.
That's kind of tight.
Yeah, and they like start trying to steal followers from each other.
That's kind of like, you ever heard of American Gods by?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
It's like American
We
Gods.
watched that. I like that one. That was a dope. I really like that concept. And a lot of the characters. It was dope.
Yeah, I like that. The main character in American Gods was actually a black guy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah.
Shadow, we're out here.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Did you get the mics working yet,
Yeah,
Brian?
they are good.
Hey,
We
okay,
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, stop breaking the equipment.
I need to get a longer cord for this. That's gonna be the solution.
Other places, like look at all these sports. I don't know what these are. So, was there any updates on the alien shit?
Hey, listen. I want to talk about aliens.
Alright. We back.
We back.
Check. Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Alright. So okay, so we had a little bit of technical difficulties. We back in it. Sound going through. Anybody in the comments? Y'all
Yeah, let's know when we're fucking up.
I'm gonna have more support checking in a second. But so you said what's happening with the aliens? You was about to say something, man. What's going on with the aliens?
No, I'd like to.
Can you check the sound and see how it's doing?
I'd like to hear what y'all were talking about.
Well, so last time, was it last week? Was it
last week.
So a bunch of stuff happened last week. The sonic boom, right? So that happened. And then I think it was that same week. I think it was the day before. A whistleblower, a CIA whistleblower, went to Congress and said that they have evidence of a military branch that was not under the CIA's purview that had records of taking non-man-made crafts and recovering everything at those crafts and then covering up. Like that was their job. All right, let's see if I can swap this when we.
If it goes down again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's already too. As someone who's been into the conspiracies, that's already too obvious. The CIA is the one who did it. The CIA, they do stuff like that all the time to get people to think that it's like phony. They're the ones who put these stories out to be like, oh, that sounds too easy. It's like,
Too easy?
It's like, gotcha from the CIA. Because if you think the CIA didn't know about something, you're wrong. That's the first thing. If you think there was a whole branch that the CIA didn't know about, you're fucking wrong.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, so that's a big part of it, and
But I mean, when he says the CIA doesn't know about it, it could be that the unimportant people in the CIA didn't know about it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely somebody in the
yeah.
yeah.
So that was the reasonable thing I've heard is that the CIA obviously there's levels of security.
Yeah.
Obviously, but whoever is in charge of I think it was defense, Department of Defense. So whatever the secret is in the CIA is so high up that the people in the Department of Defense don't know about it. Right? Like that's how deep.
What do they call it? They call it plausible deniability. Like for you, like they don't tell the president certain things because they can't.
Because he doesn't ask.
Lie.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, so he
Exactly.
can't lie. Same thing
Literally.
with any kind of other branch. Just people that know and like, yeah.
Yeah.
All it needs to know is that term.
But the important thing is this is what 3 or 6 months after Congress just issued that law, so that any whistleblower from any government agency, whatever, it comes forward about non-man-made craft, anything UAP, UFO, anything like that, Congress is gonna hear it out.
That's
Right?
pretty cool.
They're gonna investigate. They're gonna hear out because they want to know now. Because they're like, you guys can't just keeping secrets.
I feel like that's like a waste of government resources.
How do you mean?
I mean, it's cool, but like we also have like world
Hold
hunger.
on, this nigga work for the government. Hold on, what you say?
I mean, like we have like all these other
Like,
problems
what?
that are like pressing,
What problems do we have that are pressing for government officials?
like war, Ukraine.
That's happening other places. That's
But I'm
not
saying-
our fault. I don't want nothing to do with that shit.
There's a lot of things that directly impact us in the U.S. that I think we should be focused on.
I feel like we have enough human beings for some people to say, "Hey, are aliens coming?" And fuck.
I mean, I agree that it's important, but I definitely think that for Congress to be focused on that, Congress in
they don't have
particular,
anything else to do with
Congress
it.
should be making laws.
I feel like having them know about it so they can designate people to look into it is exactly.
I don't know.
what he's at.
I think the social media war that's happening right now with China, there's like other things that we should be like.
those should be looked into too. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be ignored. But
I think if you guys think that the government isn't looking into most of that stuff already,
yeah,
It's not about
for
necessarily
that.
the government. It's about galvanizing the people to understand too. And I think what ends up happening with a lot of these other countries is they use things like the aliens and things like that to distract the American people, to get them off of what's important and constantly just have their minds onto the next thing. Like even with school shootings right now, and you see how we're so desensitized to it now. Like
really bad.
it's like school shooting happens, by the next day everyone's already on to the next thing. We shouldn't be like that as a country.
I mean, yeah,
Like yeah, like
the
Colin-
rate that is happening is crazy.
like Columbine, people talked about that for like 15 years.
It was rare.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm like, when it happened in the 90s, right? Like, and they talked about it our whole childhood. Like, that was a whole thing. And nowadays, there's a school shooting every week, and no one talks about it. We have such a short attention with social media now. Like, I think a lot of countries use that to their benefit. But Congress should be focused on other shit.
China has a lot of their own issues. I'm not a political, overseas expert, but I've been hearing the stuff that they got going on, like how they have whole entire abandoned cities popping up. People literally just don't want to be there after what happened during COVID, because they were doing horrendous stuff during COVID. So the CCP is like, people are not fucking with them right now.
I mean, China, I just think there's a very large economic disparity. There is the rich
Absolutely.
and there is the poor.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not like we pride ourselves on our middle class. Other countries tend to not do that. Yeah, but I'm saying America, we pride ourselves
For sure.
on our middle class. Over there, no, they're like rich, poor.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Or
So I'm not surprised that people are upset. But the people that matter, unfortunately, they're chilling.
that big government motherfucker.
They are chilling.
Yeah,
So-
all the oligarchs and shit. Yep, for sure. So we were on aliens originally.
Yeah. And I was saying that, that shouldn't be the focus. We should focus on fixing a lot of our domestic issues in the
Okay.
You're
U.S.
not worried about aliens coming?
More
I mean, if they were going to do some shit, they would have did some shit.
How do we know if they?
If they didn't do shit, the Men in Black did a good job at keeping that shit away. Like,
I think if anything was capable of interdimensional travel, if they wanted to fuck with us,
it's over.
it's over.
Like, that's what I'm like.
So if they're coming here and they're doing whatever they're doing here, let it happen, bro.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Shoot an alien so they can literally reversible it back at you? Dumbass? What?
I'm not saying throw shots. I'm saying we at least know what's going on. That's all.
It's just for us to spend billions and billions into figuring out what's going on, we could solve a lot of the other problems.
I will say though that talking about the reverse engineering of that technology is a plausible thing, and I think if that is actually happening, which I do, by the way.
Yeah, I do too. I believe that. Again, Men in Black, they were like, where did CDs come from? Where did microwaves come from? They were like, we just took all this alien shit and reverse engineered it.
How does a CD work? Anybody know?
Yeah, it has
I don't
a lot
fucking-
of lines on there, and the light reads the lines and it plays back through the device.
Yeah, I don't know how that actually works. It sounds good, but what is it reading? Is it reading like dense zeros and ones? And if that, yeah.
Just like it's the same technology we used to have for a record player.
Yeah.
Vinyl makes more sense to me than
Yeah, but
CDs.
it's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's like infrared.
just
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we learned something. Aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Okay. What else did we talk about last week? We went over the sonic boom. What was you doing when the song? What was you thinking? Did you hear it?
Hey, yo, I was smoking up, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was smoking up, and I have like a portable AC unit joint, like something that would be hanging in the
window. Yeah, I used to have one of those just on my desk.
It's like not like the window piece is like in the window, and it's a portable thing to stand, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's hot. I put it on like a little plastic container. I thought that joint just
Fell.
broke through, and I was like, "There's a hole in the house, dog." Like, and then my parents were like, "Brandon!" Like, what the? I was like, but it wasn't me because the window was open, and I heard people outside go, "Bro, what the fuck was that?" I was like, "It wasn't me."
So people heard it outside for you.
Yeah.
We didn't know anybody in our neighborhood that heard it outside.
That's
So
not
it's
true. Everybody heard it out.
No.
And it sounded like they're coming. If you were outside, it was outside. If you were inside, it sounded like it was coming from inside your house.
So what did it sound like from outside? What did you say?
Outside,
It's still a
like
big boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like something fell, but
Like something fell?
that's what everybody says. So yeah, so that was wild as shit.
No, yeah, that was crazy.
And then we had to smoke, and I'm glad that's over. So, but that was pretty much it. I think that was.
Yeah, we just talked about those, and we went into other issues,
Yeah.
like social issues, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
So, anime, aliens.
I got a movie for y'all.
A movie.
An anime movie.
Okay, what's up?
Yeah.
So it's called. Now, hear me out here.
Oh no.
It's not actiony. It's not. Whatever. It's like nonsensical, fun, whimsical, pretty to look at. It's called The Night Is Short, Walk On Girl. All right.
The Night Is Short, Walk On Girl. Is
Yeah.
that like a
Is
your
that like
name?
a Pride Month anime?
No.
Okay.
It's about a girl who goes out on the town and gets drunk, and that's the whole.
That's the whole
thing.
just a
That's the
feel
whole
good, have fun.
She's like, they say, "How much do you drink?" She said, "Whatever's in front of me."
No.
I mean, I could go to DC on any weekend and know how this anime is going to play out.
It has some cool adventures. It's visually appeasing. It's,
Okay, so the visual effects.
yeah.
That's why you like it.
No, for sure.
Okay, now I know what you're. It does a really good job at building a scene, setting the.
It seems like you went out on a fun night and you don't have to go out on a fun night. You know what I'm saying? To watch this movie. It's like an hour.
Like
Yeah.
the Spider-Verse animation style.
Really colorful, a lot of words, comic book style.
Interesting.
Yo, shout out to Spider-Verse, man. That was such a good. Y'all see the first one at least?
Yeah, I did see the
Yo,
first one.
I appreciate so much
Okay,
what they're
y'all
doing.
seen Puss in Boots though?
I have not seen Puss in Boots. I heard it was like that
Nah,
though.
that joint is fire, dog.
Is it?
Y'all are wow.
Disney
That joint was
becoming.
good.
Honestly, I haven't watched many movies since COVID.
I feel that.
Oh, I've watched a whole bunch of movies, but not, like I'm in like the indie movie $50,000 scene right now. Not the like
Yeah.
multi-million-dollar movies.
No, I've been going out a lot. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be one of those, but then Marvel became the big box office. Like I didn't like Fast and Furious. I didn't like but I was like the Terminators. Like oh, it's cool, but like I'm not about to leave. But as soon as
I love
Marvel,
a good sci-fi movie. I love a good sci-fi movie.
what is top sci-fi movie? What's up?
Mine would probably be a recent. It's not really recent anymore, but Interstellar. I really love that
Interstellar,
movie.
for real?
Yeah, that was a great ass movie.
That's fair, man. I couldn't. I got too short of an attention span for that.
Yeah, I love long movies that are like really in depth and really break down the science behind it. Because then I'm like, it just makes it more real. And
I feel that
they did a really good job at discussing like space time and how that like works. Yeah,
got you.
it was cool. Like time travel without them traveling. But like,
Basically,
yeah.
yeah, just moving through space. Yeah, that's dope. What about you? What's up?
Well, I think anybody ever heard of a movie called Coherence?
Coherence. No.
It's set in like a little house, bro, and they're like a comic comes over, and what happens? And a comic comes over, and they leave the house, and they like walk into different dimensions where it's just that same house, those same people,
wild.
That's cool.
and nobody knows like.
It's like PT. That game.
Yeah.
Just open the door.
The same place. Yeah.
And
Jeez.
they don't know that they're from different houses because they're all the same people.
Yeah.
It's a crazy movie.
Oh, so like you end up bumping into like your wife, but then you're
They
like,
don't know that
that's a different wife
Yeah.
than the wife that was it. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty wild.
It's on like Amazon Prime for free. Coherence,
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice. Yo.
I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah. Prime. Yo, we've been watching this joint called From. My whole family is going crazy for this thing called From. It's on MGM Plus. I don't know what the fuck has it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm hip, yo.
The new
It's good
stations.
though. They got a lot of. This is by the same people that made Lost. Yeah.
Lost
but-
from okay.
Yeah, they're keeping it
Very
simple.
clever,
Yeah,
guys.
they know what they're doing. But I think for me, my favorite would be like Endgame,
Really,
like Marvel, like Avengers Endgame.
I actually think that's a terrible movie.
Yeah, comics are sci-fi.
No, I just don't like by itself. It's a bad movie. You have to watch all the other movies
Okay,
to watch
that's
Endgame.
fair. The
Yeah.
whole Marvel that led up to and including Endgame. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Just assault mine. But if we're not including long, extreme epics, I'd say like Inception was a pretty good one for me.
Inception was cool. Yeah.
Conceptual.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, the joint with Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was.
Inception before Inception was Inception.
Yeah, that one was wild.
I did like Inception. Though. That was another good one.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely good. Shout out to DiCaprio.
Yeah, I've been with a lot of those types of movies. Anybody ever heard of one called Triangle?
You be knowing all the damn movies.
I don't know. Maybe I don't like. I would say me. Half the time I watch movies, I don't remember the name. I just turn it on and start watching it.
It's on some channel. Yeah, we gotta get you on
Triangle's wild.
for freaking. We need to start your movie reviews, man. Cause you be deep.
It's kind of like another time. Like I like the time loopy thing. Like I've seen all the time loopy type of movies.
Yeah, that's like the best genre in my opinion. Watching that
Really?
kind of stuff.
So
That's interesting.
this
Yeah.
girl gets on like a boat and she's going through these wild ass events, and then you start to see that it's a fucking loop, bro. It's a fucking loop.
Does she have to break the loop? Is that?
Yeah. But
okay.
every one of them's trying to break the loop. Oh,
No.
if y'all don't mind, I guess it does have an English version too. The Platform.
Yeah, I saw that.
That movie is wild, bro.
Yeah,
That movie's wild.
I was like, damn, you would be so mad at the bottom.
So they have floors, and every floor they have a big ass thing of food, and it just goes down, and everybody's just scarfing it down. And the lower and lower you get, there's no more food.
There's
to
less
go.
and less food.
And
Yeah.
you start off, and they're like floor 48, and they're like, he's
Mhm.
like, it's a good floor. And then they go down to like floor 132.
Jesus
No
Christ.
food gets down there, bro.
Yeah. It was sad, yo, and it's like it's supposed to just show like how money works in society
Yeah.
and how you give the money at the top and they just
Yeah.
like go ham. And like then when people finally get to the top floor, they're like, I'm not sharing shit.
Yeah, it's glad to
They
fight
get up
up.
there.
Jeez.
Kissing down on the food below them, they're like spitting.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
it's bad, bro. It's bad.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
movie's good.
Yeah, the movie is good. They were like, and the bottom floor, you just start eating each other
Yeah.
because there's no more food.
Or like people will commit suicide.
Yeah.
They'll have like bodies just fall down onto your floor, and they'll
Oh,
those bodies because they have no
Jesus.
food down there.
Yeah, Mhm.
Gruesome.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. Jeez.
that was a good one. Yeah. So
It was terrifying, but good. All right. It was like,
If that tells you anything, trust my recommendations of these movies.
yeah, okay. I like movies. It's just I
More
haven't.
recommendations.
yo, dope. Yeah, my man's been going in.
All the movies I was watching down, so.
Yeah, man, you should start that shit back up. Your movie reviews. Now that you that's something to do while you playing the game.
Yeah. The last show I was watching was a show called Vox Machina on Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, is that
Oh,
good?
yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Oh yeah, I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, they like going through the whole campaign of D&D. It's like,
Oh, that's dope.
yeah, it's really vulgar, really violent, really raunchy. It's like, it's a good show.
You said it's on Prime?
Yeah,
Yeah,
free on
yeah.
Prime.
My
Yeah.
sister be watching that joint. It's good. I've been seeing just the clips from it, like seeing just classic, like fantasy style, like just.
It's hilarious, classic fantasy style. But then they have the, because Critical Role. So, yep.
Mhm.
And they were funny as fuck.
Yeah, they just made a show out of it, which is the smartest thing to do with the D&D campaign.
Yeah, I definitely want to get back into doing a D&D campaign.
We should.
I could be. I mean, I like being the villain, so like.
I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah.
We can start one.
I feel like players, you would really have to love the game to be the DM because you have to do so much.
You have to do a lot.
Yeah.
Depending on how long the campaign. If it's just like one quick quest and you just like evil bad guy like.
I just feel like if you're gonna do DM work, you have to. Like you have a 3D printer, you have to like go all in. You have to have like the miniatures. Yeah, you gotta like really go all in.
You need the map. You need all the quests set out.
So you can see how far you can move and shit. Like I've been watching some D&D stuff, and when they pull out the boards for fighting, I'm like, that makes so much fucking sense now. It's not just like, can I move? How far, bro?
Yeah, because when you say 50 feet, you need to like know what 50 feet is.
You know, space and all that.
So I would say I could do it, but yeah, I would need all the shit to like do it correctly.
I need to get my printer back up. Oh, by the way, speaking of 3D printer, my man asked me to make some Pokeballs that he could use for juggling.
And Zan?
Yeah, I'm stealing all of his swag.
So these aren't colored yet, but I want to get your impression on the size and weight and all that.
Let me see. They're for juggling?
Well, I wanted to make them like hand sized and not too heavy. So this is my first like.
Oh, is this like filled all the way through?
Yeah. So it's solid. So hopefully, if it falls, it won't like just shatter. Yeah. So they're a little durable. They could take some hits.
Yeah, that's a lot of filament, man.
Yeah. It was. But yeah, so
how many spools did you use?
This is still one. I had made so much other stuff. My rings, my other rings, all my figurines like Gengar and all that. It's pretty good ratio.
So is this like 2 pieces glued together? Or
no, it's 1 piece. Either my cat hit it or it got bumped, and those things are really delicate, man.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta leave it like
it got moved over a little bit, but it recentered itself for those last couples. But I figured just some paint and some sanding, and you won't be able to see that.
No,
shit.
no, you're right.
Mm-hmm. So.
Just like this.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I saw you. That's disgusting. Yeah, I was thinking we can put it right here.
Yeah, sure, whatever. That's cool though. That's actually really dope. Those look pretty good quality. I really want a 3D printer, man.
It's. So I have a little bit of experience like building computers and machines. Like not enough to say that I'm good. But dealing with that thing, I was like, okay, I'm a mechanic now. Like that's just what I am. I'm a mechanic for a 3D printer. I've had it currently is not working because I got filament stuck in the tube, and we literally spent like 2 hours going to Home Depot and Lowe's, seeing if they had this tool that could get the stupid piece of filament out of this stupid fucking tube, and nobody had it. So now you found something on Amazon. So it's like this. It's still new technology. If you get $1, I will help you with every single piece of it.
How much was the piece?
I haven't found one yet. I'm just gonna find a small metal wire that's strong enough for me to just push because the filament's plastic and the tube is plastic too, so it'll bend. So I really just need to squeeze it out. So I just need to take the time to get one off because people are starting to need tools like that for these printers. It's hella worth it for me. I got a bunch of rings.
And it's like too big for you to like use a clothes hanger.
Fuck, that's a good idea.
Fuck,
that's a good idea.
I was thinking, like, bro, how big you need?
It might.
A hair clip, like
Just
a bobby pin, and like
Yeah.
It's not gonna be long enough. It needs to be long.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can unfurl the bobby pin instead of just having the bobby pin. There's also large size bobby pin.
It's like a full.
Yeah,
foot.
it's like
a full foot.
Okay.
I'm gonna try that shit when I get home. A hanger, thinking of copper hanger might be good enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you need any help with 3D printing,
So
if you need anything, I got you because that might save me. It might be a little bit too thick because it's a really small tube, but that might work. That's a good one. So, but it's been fun, man. Did you see these shits?
Nah, yeah, I was looking at you over there.
Say Galaxy Blaze. I was like, I gotta rep something. So when we go out to events and shit, I can't wear these. These are actually illegal to walk around with because they're still.
Brass knuckles.
Yeah.
So I know you've been passionate about roller skating, right? You still on that?
Are you still doing it?
Yeah, me and my girl, we go out every so often. We're not out here doing tricks or nothing. We're just,
Okay, do you go to any of the events? I know one of the girls I'm talking to, she went all the way to like Georgia to go to some skate event.
Really, like a.
And it was like all the black people doing roll bounce.
Really?
Stuff.
That's
Like,
awesome.
yeah.
Yo, I am so glad this coming back for real, because black people was really.
I don't think it ever went away.
It was.
I don't think it ever went away. We just weren't around people doing it.
Doing
That's
it, yeah.
fair.
That's pretty much it.
For real. Yeah, because now we went to Anacostia roller rink. Big private roller rink. You just got to give your ID. They give you some rental skates. And so. Yeah. So they just don't allow like skateboards and scooters and stuff. I've been there like 5 times. Like, it's not a skate park, but so
It should be. Every place is a skate park if you put your mind to it.
Like shit. But yeah, people been coming out there. We went to the Crofton roller rink.
Yeah, that one.
There's still a lot of people that go there. It's dope.
Yeah. Laura one pop.
The skate zone, yeah. People were still adults, kids. I mean, I forgot what everyone was like, but back in the day.
This is right across the street of a thing called Weber. Y'all ever saw that? Yeah, it's like a little blue elephant, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh yeah, I didn't know, but
Yeah,
of course. Of course you would notice that. Not me. Yeah.
Nah, but there's what is that place called? Sports Fit. That's right on that same street on the other side. Have y'all ever actually been in there?
Bro, I used to work at a sports fit.
Did you really? This big ass bougie ass like gym not resort, but like gym. They got like 6 tennis courts. They got a big.
That's where they have like the what's it called? Where the ball and you're in the room and you have racquetball.
Yeah, they got a racquetball thing.
Yeah.
They got a sauna. They got a big ass gym. It's just in there in the cut. They got dance classes. They got spin classes.
The one I worked at would be closer than going all the way down Crofton. You all know the one by it's in Bowie.
I think that's what I'm talking about. That's by Skate Zone. That's before. No, Skate Zone's farther. You're right. Skate Zone's all in Crofton. Sports Fit is like in Bowie. So yeah, you're right. That's the one in Bowie. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yo, yeah, that was my first job, bro.
Okay, I did not know that joint existed.
Yeah, it's like in the cut.
It's super in the cut.
They didn't have that light there. Like now, there's a light to turn
Just,
right in
yeah,
there.
exactly.
Before, they added that like a year or two ago.
Yeah,
But before that, that's why it's so hidden because it was in there and there was no light. Nobody.
But I like it.
All the, I wouldn't say bougie, but like you said, Maryland specifically, and they're middle class because there's like old white people in there, there's like old black people in there, there's young black people in there.
I wonder how much that subscription is. Yeah.
Do you remember? It was like $65. It's expensive because they give you everything. They're like,
but it's worth it.
heated pool. We're gonna
They
send.
do a lot of swim lessons.
Yeah.
They do a lot of activities there.
The free babysitting too as well.
Yeah,
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, it's free if you have a membership.
So
that's why I said it's worth it.
Yeah, so we're taking my daughter there.
I used to run in like if y'all saw the field and like the gazebo next to it, there's trails behind it.
Really?
And that's where Bowie Cross Country runs in those woods.
That's right there by the high school too. It connects.
So we would run through those woods and then we would meet at the gazebo, which is at
I always heard y'all talking about that. I never saw it because I wasn't a runner, but damn. I knew enough people to everybody that went to Bowie track was talking about that gazebo. I'm like, there must be just a
that's
gazebo.
just a mile away from the school, so it's a hike just to get there,
Yeah,
and then you
for
gotta
sure.
run the woods, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why people wanted to do that for a sport.
It's good for you.
I mean, it's good. It's good for you, but
Yeah, I will say that I'm glad that I did it as a kid because when I got old and fat and I needed to lose weight, I knew how to.
yeah, you just got jumped back into old habits. Yeah, I will say that's the one perk to it. Same here. Like when I got big, I just jumped back into old habits.
Did you do any sports in high school?
Not in high school, no.
Yeah, I didn't either. But you did like
I
4
did.
of them.
Yeah, I did. I only did cross country and swimming, but I did swimming all 4
You're
years.
lying. You're a cheerleader.
That was middle school.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, I ain't gonna let that nigga.
There's nothing wrong with being a cheerleader.
There's
He
nothing
is.
wrong with it.
Yeah.
I just remember specifically. No, this nigga's a cheerleader.
You did go to Tasker, so you would remember.
Yeah.
I was the first boy cheerleader for Tasker.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Man's breaking the mold out here. Okay.
Shout out.
Yeah. So yeah, I think roller skating is so good, man. So skateboarding, I tried skateboarding when I was in Texas. I could not get back into it after roller skating, man. They was trying to get me into it when the owner of the skate park was trying to give me a board.
Hey.
I was like,
He was like, "Oh, this guy looks like a skater.
Yeah.
He fits the criteria."
But he was like, "Yo, this is our only exception. This is our premier rollerblader. It's just me because they had a bias against rollerbladers. It's not good." One thing I learned over there, like, there's like a secret beef between people that just use different things to skate with.
Oh, of course, that's always been a thing. Like skateboarders
I
hate
never fucking-
longboarders. They're just like,
Longboarders, people hate scooters.
Scooter kids are the worst because all scooter. No, this
That's they all the
Yo, shout out to Rob, man. He had no qualms. So, dude, one of the managers of the skate park, his name was Rob. And he would just love talking about how much he hates scooter kids and their Karen moms.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yo, they call
the moms are always the Karens with the scooter kids.
Exactly.
Always. That's funny.
They call skaters fruit booters, bro. You don't remember that time?
No,
Fruit booting around.
skateboards.
No, on your feet, boy.
That's what killed rollerbladers in this area, man. The skateboarders took over. They got the X Games. Tony Hawk came through. It's like, who wants to roller skate? Ain't nobody know no popular skate. I don't even know any popular skate. I know some from Instagram now. But.
Well, hey, Jet Set Radio. That was it.
That was the, like,
you know. Let's not forget SSX Turkey. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
snowboard joint.
Yeah.
Or ATV Off-Road Fury.
Yeah.
Also fire.
But-
Shout out to PlayStation 2 games.
Yeah. This is a whole different genre, man. And that was also back when indie companies were like able to like make quality games, like you know.
Okay, whoa. If we're gonna talk about indie companies in gaming, let's not disrespect what
The Switch.
They're carrying the gaming community
Right now, yes.
They're carrying the gaming
Yeah.
community.
I mean, not on PS5.
No.
Not on Xbox. Like not on the main console games.
On like Switch and Steam.
It's
Yeah.
not beneficial for indies to make games on PS5
Switch
right
and
now.
Steam though. Yeah, because
It costs
it's
too much.
Yeah, too much work.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I get it. It's like, how can you compare when you're going against a studio with like 5,000 staff and then you have like 10?
Like, the worst thing about making a game for PlayStation is like, you're also competing with PlayStation's made games.
Yeah.
When you put, so it's like, oh, PC and Switches make more sense, more audience,
Right, you can throw
less
it out,
competition.
and like you can throw out. I won't say shit because nobody wants to throw out shit. But you can throw out like a year worth project and be like, did it stick? And if not, you can try again instead of spending 5 years on a project without it ever even seeing 2K sales.
Yeah, and Super Meat Boy was like that.
Yeah.
Fall
Binding
Guys, Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, all the 8-bit games. Yeah. Like every 8-bit game.
People love 8-bit.
I would say a lot of it's very hit or miss.
Super Giant still technically.
Super Giant is the goat,
Super
man. Transistor, fucking.
That was a good game.
Yeah, it was killing it.
I remember when like PS4 came out, we were all just on Resogun. Like that was the only game we were playing.
Or Geometry War.
Yeah.
Geometry War.
Both of them were fire, bro. Those games are good.
Yo, the arcade space shooter genre, man. Bring that back.
Oh, Castle Crashers, y'all remember?
Castle Crashers was lit.
That game's lit, bro.
Brawlhalla.
Those are good
Brawlhalla.
ones. Yeah.
Shit. I just found out there's a competitive scene for Brawlhalla. I watched like a 30-minute YouTube video about like how there's tournaments. They ain't out there winning no real money.
Yeah, of course not.
But hey, yeah.
But hey, that's why we're getting on Street Fighter.
Street Fighter's coming back, man. I need Capcom to put some money behind it.
I need Capcom to.
They've been doing tournaments.
Capcom put for the Capcom tour right now. The number one, first prize is $1 million.
Is it $1 million? Okay, I thought it was 50.
And Japan released their Street Fighter tier list, and they were like, Luke smells like $1 million, boy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
you
so
want $1 million? This is who you need to.
Did you see the unreleased upcoming characters for Street Fighter?
Aki.
It was Rashid.
Hold on,
yeah.
let's pull this. Hold on.
Rashid,
How?
Akuma, yep.
What?
And who's the last one? Somebody else.
Yeah.
Ed from 5?
Yeah,
Do we
5.
like him?
Yeah, I want to play him.
I'm mad he took the space of the brown people
No,
for the boxing spot.
I want him.
Yeah. I was actually like, okay, this doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, Aki, Rashid, Ed, and Akuma, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, Aki looked dope with the claws.
Yeah, Aki looks sick.
Yeah.
I can already tell that I hate Aki.
Yeah, I know. I
can
look.
tell that I hate Aki.
Yeah.
She looks like Kimberly or like Jory or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was like, that might be the new character. I mean, I love, and Akuma always is going to be a fan favorite.
Yeah, but they're taking their time to release. Look, I think that
He's going to be the last one.
Okay.
Aki's going to be the first, and then it's going to be Rashid.
So are these?
I think the deluxe edition
Yeah,
came with the first.
Autumn 2023, and
Yeah.
until December 2024.
Jeez, spring. It's Capcom taking their time with these characters. That was good.
Hey,
Akuma, what's he becoming? Like, what's going on? Do you know the lore? I know you knew Bison's. No. I mean, okay. Got you. Because Akuma's turning into even more of a fucking monster.
Yeah, so from my understanding, he mastered his nothingness power. I forgot what it's called in Japanese.
The Satsuri Hado.
Is that what it is?
I made up a little bit of it, but it's close enough.
Something close. Yeah, he mastered it, and now he's wandering around in his I won't say Nirvana state because it's the opposite of Nirvana, right? Because it's nothing.
Instead of everything.
And that's why Ryu also mastered this state. In this game, he's come to peace with. That's why he can do
both.
No.
No.
Ryu state and
Got
fucking
you.
in this game.
Yo, I saw a fucking article. This shit's so stupid. No, Ryu is not a homeless, jobless bum.
I think he is.
I
think he is.
Because what is this nigga doing?
I think he is.
He's literally wandering around.
Just fighting people.
He's a vagabond, man.
He is.
Yeah.
And people are is Ken also just homeless and rolling around fighting people?
That nigga in this story, because he had a multi-million-dollar business.
Yeah,
some fraudery came about, so he's on the run.
Oh, okay.
They're after him.
Got
After him, so
you.
that's why he looks the way he does.
Street Fighter, where's your lore at, dog? Where's y'all movie? Yeah, where's y'all
It was a live-action Street Fighter movie.
Yeah, it was actually pretty lit, though. Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was not the worst thing they could have done.
Nah.
What the
And,
fuck?
and the cartoon one, too, where Chun-Li beat Vega's ass. I know everybody.
Yeah, everybody's seen that fucking.
I was like, what is they about to do to this woman? Street Fighter,
Is this a
whoa.
problem?
Whoa.
Yo, Capcom, where's y'all Arcane at, yo? We need y'all to start. Where's y'all TV show at? What's
Capcom
up?
just needs to get all their shit in a row. I need another Marvel vs. Capcom. I need it better.
Do you?
Yeah, I do need another Marvel. And I know the licensing is the reason. But
Yeah, because they fucked now. Disney's like, are you sure you want that smoke for real? And Capcom might.
But that was such a good game.
Which
They
one are you
didn't do the
talking about
last
is
one.
good?
2.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, two is a
Two?
favorite of all
Two?
time.
I respect that because
Special place in my heart.
I literally didn't get to play any of those games. I didn't start my fighting game life until SF4.
Mhm.
By that time, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
3. Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
So I actually like 3
3.
and Infinite, because I don't like playing. I'm garbage.
Yeah.
However, visually speaking, I thought that game was sick.
No, I got my first Marvel vs. Capcom was Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh, okay.
But then I went back to 2. And then I played a 2 for a pretty long time.
I just love the characters in 2 so much
Yeah.
more, man.
They had X-Men.
X-Men.
They had a good
Come
amount of them.
on.
Yeah.
Where's the X-Men?
I mean,
They had
come
Storm
on,
and
man,
Wolverine.
don't say
I don't know.
so
No, no, it's a disrespectful amount of. It's the equivalent of going from 16 black people to 2 and be like,
Yeah.
oh, we got y'all in there, y'all good.
I think,
It's like Rambo and Mortal Kombat. It's like that's kind of it. It was just the one X-Men character. You're like, all right, Wolverine.
Yeah,
Storm.
Wolverine, Storm. It's like, oh, they cool. They had Magneto in there too, actually, and Phoenix.
Yeah.
And Phoenix.
Wallin.
Yeah, they had 4.
Yeah.
Not enough. They
Yeah,
took
still
out my
not-
nigga Cyclops.
Yeah, they needed
Yeah,
Cyclops.
I wasn't
Come
fucking
on,
with
man.
it.
Now they had my boy King Arthur in there.
They had King Arthur in there.
Come on, outside.
He was interesting.
Yeah, they had Iron Man.
They do need it. Capcom, bring it back.
They had
Yeah.
Zero.
They had Zero. Yeah,
Zero was tough.
Yeah,
Yes, listen, it wasn't.
But I did like that the 2 had Mega Man and Zero. It
Yeah.
had Jin. They had
No, 2 didn't have Zero.
or didn't no 2
Nope, that was
Okay.
only 3.
just Mega Man. Then they had Jin. What was the guy with the sword?
Oh, the samurai ninja dude from
Yeah.
that one game. Shit, Strider.
Yeah, they had some
Damn,
pretty good characters.
That's in the.
That was a
Yeah,
DLC. I
that's
think.
what I'm talking
Resident 3, Wesker, he was they had the Devil May Cry people in 3. That was
Yeah,
tight.
Dante and then.
But 2's roster was substantially just larger.
It was funner.
Yeah.
They Capcom had a lot more
and
stuff.
They had Sentinel.
Ah,
That's the
I
X-Men.
fucking hate that thing. No, it's not.
It's
This
the
thing
X-Men.
literally goes around and kills
X-Men
X-Men.
property. It's
X-Men
an
property.
X-Men property.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that
Yeah.
X-Men villain.
2 had a ton of characters, though, compared to 2.
Ah, 2 guys supposed to play some.
But I also just don't like attack buttons. So I didn't like attack buttons. I didn't like the launch button. 2 was like punches and kicks. You had a punch button and kick buttons.
They had launch moves, but not
Yeah,
like a single.
not like a
for it.
button to launch.
Yeah.
3 was like light attack, medium attack, heavy attack, and then the launch button.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 was like you got to jump and you got to like hit your kicks in the air.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss those.
I never played 2 for real, but I did play a little bit of Skullgirls, and I heard Skullgirls
Was very
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah, same thing. Team battles. I feel like DBZ Fighters was a good successor to Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, except to me. So look, bro, this is gonna be me being real and old.
no.
I'm an old head, bro.
Oh,
I can't
no.
get behind anime fighters. They move too fast for me, bro. They're too fast. They're too fast.
I like it because I don't have to delay inputs for no reason.
That's true.
Like I can mash out a whole input.
But in anime fighters, I feel like niggas still turns all the time. In Street Fighter, you know when it's your turn. You fucked up your block string, my turn. Anime fighters, they said, "Oh, you didn't press your button in 42 milliseconds. My turn again." I hate that shit, bro.
The pressure is serious in those. That's for sure. That's for sure.
I tried to get into Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, that was popular.
See, Guilty Gear I just didn't like because they had like full circles out the ass. It was just like every character was like
They said,
triple full circle.
yeah, y'all
You're like,
gotta-
how can you do that in 0.33 milliseconds?
Hey, game broke so many controllers.
They simplified Strive a lot. I would say it's more like a Street Fighter game, but still just way faster paced.
Like I used to struggle to do Zangief's like
Yeah, SPD.
his move
Yeah.
to like grab. You had to do 2 full circles.
It's like one of those things where it's like you have to unlock another like fucking gear in your brain. That's
Yeah.
like, oh, I understand how to move my finger like this now. It's weird.
I'm gonna keep it on it. Me and Zangief grab, it only came out after a jump, bro.
You had to jump.
I did not do that shit on the ground. What do you mean?
I had to buffer
On
that
full
shit.
360,
Yeah,
you
well-
know what up is?
Like, how does it not go? How does he not jump halfway through the fucking input?
If I gotta go all the way up, that means
Yeah.
You
you
gonna
go
jump.
Everybody,
You do it twice.
like,
Yeah, you do it twice.
everybody that knows fucking fighting games can relate now. Everybody that doesn't, I'm sorry y'all don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
but
That's the
yeah,
struggle,
the
bro.
fighting game struggle is fucking
Yeah,
inputs
and Guilty
like
Gear required 3 for some characters. You're like over there, like who the fuck can do 3?
Did y'all ever fuck with the like Storm games or the big those that style of anime fighters? Because the 2D ones is dope.
Storm? What do you mean?
Like Naruto Ninja Storm.
Oh yeah, I love Ninja Storm. That was like my game.
What was it? The first one that came out, first like 2, there was like Broken Bonds and like Rise of the Ninja.
Yeah.
Were, like my first real like multiplayer fighting experience, even before like Street Fighters.
I like the Ultimate Ninja Storm series, and I think that was like one of the only successful anime fighters. Like, I did not like J-Stars. I did not like all that shit, but Naruto did a good job at having the story mode, and you actually went through the story of like Naruto the anime.
Nah, man, you gotta give Dragon Ball Z like Budokai's when we were growing up. The Budokai series was
Budokai
Budokai 1,
is
2, and 3,
yo.
and Tenkaichi Rise.
Yeah,
Yo.
but I still don't think they did the story right in
Well,
those ones.
Nah, I think Budokai 3 had like a beast-ass story, bro. You had like free roaming, you could fly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that one was a little better. Yeah, but I think the Ultimate Ninja Storm, like the way they do the cutscenes, they had it like the cutscenes. You had to mash out the moves in it. You would unlock the secret endings, and they change every single cutscene, fight scene for the
Yeah.
Ninja Storm games. So it's like you're watching the show, watching the same fight, but it's a different fight. Yeah,
I mean, I respect that.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of the Naruto games, so I don't know.
Oh really? Yeah, they were good fun.
Yeah.
Original
Somebody's
jumps.
like, you want to play? And then I found out that substitution was a button. I was like, oh, fuck this. I ain't never-
They definitely dumb it down.
they
yo.
nerfed it in 3 like a lot.
They made it. Yeah, they made. You have to
I
use them
played
things.
one of the earlier ones
You
where
just.
I was just like, nah. And then the combos where you screaming like X back in the day or
Circle.
or something.
Yeah, just
And I was
circle.
just like, nah.
Just circle.
Yeah, it was just
Just
circle.
circle.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
in 2, you could do as many substitutions like as you wanted, and then 3 they made it to where you could only do like 4, and then they had to refill.
Oh, okay.
So it was like,
It had some value. You had to
Yeah.
pick and choose when you could use it.
Yeah.
I just like, bro, I played the one where you could spam that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck,
but the good thing is you would dog someone, you'd wait till they use all 4 of their substitutions, and then you'd hit them with the combo.
I will say that the combos did look visually
Yeah.
like beast.
They were fun, man. Those special moves, they upped the bar for special move
Yeah.
cutscene animation. The whole Naruto game genre.
Yeah. But I'm saying they need to take that same fight style and put it to like every anime like fighter coming out. I think like Black Clover should be like that.
Did you
the
see
Demon Slayer one should have been like that. Like all these games coming out.
You think them going back to the older style is better? Or?
Nah, I think that Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm style needs to be like the style for like anime fighters.
I think they need to put real time and effort. I think most like anime fighters are just like shameless cash grab.
They are. They 100% are, and it's terrible.
So because until they put like I think
only one was Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. I was about to say that. Or I think Project L is gonna be straight from the Riot people.
They make video games for a living, so I expect them.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Project L.
League of Legends fighting game.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be kind of like Street Fighter, but for the League of Legends.
Okay, well, like you said, that's not like a anime
but they got
cash grab fighter.
Talking about arcades out here.
League of Legends might become something new, right? Not just a game company, but a company like they're almost gonna build off of League of Legends into like
they should
becoming their own.
They should be their own like metaverse kind of thing.
I mean, you played Ruin King.
Yeah.
Ruin King. And the Echo one, I think, is coming out.
The Echo one dropped, I think,
last week. So League of Legends is
the
like.
Silas one dropped too.
Oh, is that out already?
Yeah, Mage Seeker dropped.
They're going crazy.
Yeah, they called their indie game company Riot Forge, and they're just making indie games to expand on the League of Legends universe.
Yeah, I'm really glad that the indie games are picking up again. Like the Switch did a really good job at like kickstarting that again for like the everyday person.
Hell yeah. And then Steam, gotta shout out to Steam because there's a whole bunch of Steam games that go unnoticed. People think we only know about the like good popular ones, but there are games on Steam that have 0 plays, but people are still putting it on Steam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
I watched a YouTube video of a Steam website that had the most played games to the least played games. So he went to like page 100. He's like, I'm gonna start playing all these games.
At this point, you're probably itching for some detail.
Why are you playing them? I was like, this is sick.
That's actually pretty dope. Yeah, and Steam's like they just let anybody upload.
Yeah. So this is a trailer for
League of Legends.
Yeah. So I didn't know that it's supposed to be an epilogue to Arcane.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so apparently they're doing keeping a lot of the character designs and continuing off the story of Arcane, which is a really smart move for them.
No, for sure, because most people these days, if you weren't playing League, you know League from Arcane.
Yeah. So yeah, I was hoping they'd have more gameplay instead of white people just sitting here talking.
Saw a little person go into my room some of that.
Oh yeah, did you go by yourself? Yeah.
I think Annie's behind her, or in front of her.
Got you. Well, he's gonna go investigate that.
Yeah, but Project
I saw her walking by herself.
And I think anime fighters. Yeah, man.
The last one I played for it was like Persona 5's anime fight.
Yeah.
Persona.
So one thing I hate about the fight game community now is I hate that they're making it user friendly for like everyone. Like I don't like that modern mode in Street Fighter. I don't like that mode in Persona. I don't like that they put that in every fighting game now.
Just like Dragon Ball Z Fighters had the auto combo.
Yeah. Like fighters, the one thing about it was the communities were strong because you had to get good. Like and it made the community strong.
Yeah, but I think that's also what kept it such a small gaming community.
Yeah, but
I agree with that one, man. I gotta be able to hand the controller to my girl and have her feel like she's doing something.
No, you
By
don't.
pressing the monitor control.
You don't. I think it made the community as close knit, kind of like Destiny, where they like at first you had to be in the forums, you had to do that to like do raids.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what makes the core community. And fighting games have been living off of its older core community. It hasn't really established like new core community. And people who pick up fighting games now, especially young kids, they pick it up, they play it for 5 minutes, they put it down. You know. It's not like...
I mean, I feel like that's most fighting games. I haven't... It took me until I was an adult to meet people who actually knew how to play fighting games instead of I like playing something like Tekken or Mortal Kombat and then just smashing the button, like smashing buttons on control. Like,
as a kid, that's definitely what you do.
And even all throughout high school, I remember facing people who's like, "Oh, I'm a beast at Tekken," and then all they would do was just smash buttons.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't know shit, bro.
Yeah, no, I get that, but like,
Yo, that was me. I love that shit.
I think when you play against someone, like you said, who actually takes his time and the skill and actually beating your ass because they know what the fuck they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think it was rare to meet that type of person. Unless you had that somebody in your life, everybody played fighting games like you, which is just mashing the buttons.
Yeah.
It took me until I met his cousin that I figured out that fighting, he beat the dog shit out of me.
Yeah, out of all of us, by the way. Out of all of us.
We've all been physically abused by my cousin in Street Fighter.
And I said, this is how you play the game.
Yeah.
Like, completely getting just demolished. Yes.
He already got 4 diamond level characters in this game, bro.
What the fuck? I don't even know what a diamond level is.
I'm gold, to put it in perspective. I'm gold.
It's master, diamond, plat, gold, silver, bronze, iron.
Oh, Iron
Rookie.
Okay, well, I'm probably on rookie because I haven't done
If you haven't done rank matches, you don't know yet.
I haven't done yet. I've only been in
I'm surprised I landed silver 4.
Yeah, I landed bronze 3 because I was bad when I started. But I'm gold 4 now. I'm almost flat.
Yeah, I say take your time because people have been putting the time into that game now, man. I'm proud of Street Fighter.
No, it came back. Like you said, 5 was a bust.
Did I say 5?
They need to just come out with Ultra.
Okay.
I really liked Ultra. Super arcade multiple mega edition because it was just like such a complete roster. I just wish they had a roster.
That took years.
That took like 5,
Super
6
Ultra
years.
Mega Edition only came because they were like, well, yeah, we've updated the game with all these characters for the past 6 years. So.
That was back
I get it. Because I definitely played the original one and the Super one. I bought like every iteration that they came up.
Super Ultra Street Fighter 4. Like shit, boy.
But like,
that was the shit.
I like games like Smash because they had their complete roster and they just expand on it on the new console.
Yeah, but you gotta remember where Smash came from too, because OG Smash 64 8 characters, bro.
Yeah. But I'm saying they've expanded on it and they haven't like taken away. They literally just expanded it.
They got a lot of IPs.
Is the last one was the last one that came out the last one? The last Super Smash Brothers? Are they doing another one?
Maybe for the next console that comes out, they're gonna keep it. Because don't forget, they made the other one before that for the Switch
specifically. Yeah, that's a good point.
Or they made the one for the
Are they still
Wii
coming
U.
out with characters?
They said what's Sakurai, right? That's who created.
That sounds familiar. That's either the Mario guy or the Smash Bros guy.
No.
It's something Japanese.
He said that the Ultimate took so much out of him that he won't.
That's what I was like. Is it done?
Yeah.
Let's do some real time Google.
I don't know because everybody says that, and then they're like, "All right, company." They're gonna be like, "All right, you."
They will make another Smash for sure for the next console. I think the Switch by itself though is gonna stay around for a while. I think the Switch is going to stay around as long as the 3DS did.
We were talking. I remember a couple episodes ago. Switch the best console right now.
Because don't forget, the 3DS stayed out for how long? It was like 3DS, 3DS XL, 3DS with new 3DS, new 3DS XL, 2DS. They had like so many iterations that came out over
they kept that shit going. Yeah,
the
they're like, okay, Switch has come out. We got to kill it. No more DS.
New 3DS XL.
Yeah, they actually shut down. This year was the year that they shut down 3DS Nintendo Store. Y'all read that? You can't access the Nintendo Store off your 3DS no more. So.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's a relic. It's a brick now.
Even, I still have mine, but even if I try to connect to the internet and try to download games or something.
I think that's kind of the one thing I really hate about virtual games now and downloading shit. It's not forever.
Yeah.
And then you don't have it. You can't really play it.
They last forever on the internet. Anybody that wants a 3DS gets a mod on their
but I mean, like,
on their phone.
On my PS4, I bought a movie, and I bought like Avatar, Blue People Avatar, in Blu-ray, and then eventually I couldn't watch it anymore.
Because it cancels. Yeah. That's
and I'm like, yo, I paid $60 for this movie.
Yeah.
Like, y'all shouldn't be able to just like
take it from me.
Yeah.
Just make it null. Yeah, I agree with that.
I feel that too because I got used to the convenience of not trying to go to a store to get a physical copy of the game, lose the game or whatever, so I'll download games. But anytime my power and shit goes out and I don't have access to my internet, I can't even play my goddamn video games. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Or you can't even. Some games won't even boot up until you update them.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the days where you put a video game in the console,
And
turn
it
it on,
worked.
and it worked?
Yep, good old days.
I mean,
Yep.
if you have like probably like what was it, the PlayStation that you used to the mobile one?
PSP.
Vita,
Huh?
The Vita?
No.
PSP.
PSP?
PSP.
Oh,
Yeah.
which one's the Vita? The Vita was
Same thing, yeah.
That's a rip-off, but
Yeah.
You said that was a rip-off?
PSP, like, does
I
it
didn't
still work
play mine.
without like internet or anything?
Oh, yeah, that one does because you
Yeah.
just put the disc.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put the disc in, and the PS Vitas were super cool actually because they had the options to do so many things. I think Vitas were super slept on.
Yeah, it was. It definitely came out at the wrong time. If they released it now and not whatever the fuck they just announced,
Oh yeah,
it would have actually probably did a good job.
yeah, I think so too because I think the Vita, like I had a Vita, I still have my Vita.
Yeah, I had one too. And it was fun.
And I use like sometimes when you're trying to play your PlayStation 4 games, the remote thing came in clutch.
That was clutch. I
That
remember
thing
that
came in
thing.
clutch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was dope.
I remember playing like Final Fantasy on it.
Yeah.
I played like this guy on it, bro. It was
Yeah.
clutch.
Oh, I miss this guy.
Yeah, bro,
This
it's
guy
amazing.
was.
It's amazing.
That game
They
is so.
they got that design
That
like
game
8.
is so much, man.
It is a lot. I love it.
It's just, I will say, this guy. I talked about how I want fighters to keep their roster. This guy has kept every single feature, every
Feature,
single thing that they've
character.
introduced ever.
Yeah.
The tutorial goes up until halfway through the game.
I wanted to get to a point
You're still
asleep.
Yeah. because literally until then you're still learning the mechanics. I want them to have a multiplayer scene. I can't say why I want to support this game and show it, but it comes out later next year, and yeah, I can't say I can't answer that. But this is a game I want to give a shout out to. This got announced at Xbox at their whatever Game Pass thing like last week.
Okay.
So
It's another MOBA.
it is it's like a dungeon crawler. You remember like Dungeon Fighter Online? It's like that, but it's made by the people that did Banner Saga, and it has a lot of fighting game mechanics in it. People that worked on like Killer Instinct and some other.
That's
games.
glad. I'm glad that we're starting to see more co-op. Like they do need to bring back couch co-op.
Couch co-op in here too. I don't think I'm supposed to say that.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's
Anyway.
couch co-op.
Yep.
And
I hope so too.
because they really need to bring that back into gaming.
Yeah.
I think the internet just really kind of ruined.
Like I think so. I think what should be it should be an option, right? Like you give me the ability to play with my friends online, but also locally.
Yeah.
That's my problem with the new Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma 2 is coming out, and I was like, on Dragon Dogma 1, I can understand, like, for real, I can understand you guys being like, this is just a single player experience. You're gonna have your like, AI companions, and that's gonna be part of the story. I don't like it now. I love Dragon's Dogma so much. The fact that they're going like no companions this time. I mean,
Yeah,
no
what-
online.
I think for games like that, they kind of lose their appeal if it's more multiplayer.
No,
Really?
there were whole games like what was it? Was it J Stars? It's like a fighting game, and you could not play couch co-op.
That's crazy.
You only had to. You
Yeah.
could only play. It was J Stars, and I know it was one of the Gundam games. You could only play online, like Gundam Versus. I was like,
It's one of the fighting games.
it's a
We got-
fighting game, and I can only play with people online.
Mm-mm.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
They I guess camera angles come in, but even if you had a separate screen, like give me something.
Yeah,
I remember like fucking like the old Zoids games, like we at least get a split screen, even
Yeah,
before
like-
the motherfuckers on there. Yeah, they need to bring that back.
Playing co-op Halo campaigns and shit.
Yeah, man, those good old
I did watch
days.
that podcast episode where you guys talked about Battle Brother, the City of Brothers, the
Army of
Army
Two.
of Two. Hey,
Yeah.
yo, that joint.
That was a classic.
That's
Yeah,
one
man.
of the best co-op games I've ever played. in my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Yeah, that was so. Bring back couch co-op. We need to be able to have everybody. Like if Fortnite went couch co-op, they'd be unstoppable.
Castle
Hey,
Crashers.
I was looking at a picture. There was the one, I think, was it Lethal or who posted it? And they were like back in the day, and it was a picture of Destiny and all 6
the
screens.
boys.
And I was like, yo, that was not that long ago, but it was 10 years
ago.
ago.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Insane.
I remember the first raid. I remember when they dropped. I remember getting to the final boss and getting my ass kicked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was-
fucking Atheon, boy. That was the first real game that had mechanics in it. Like you had to actually.
I wouldn't say that.
Don't
Wait,
disrespect.
what?
First shooter.
I was about to say, don't disrespect online MMOs like
Okay,
wow,
Final Fantasy was doing.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
World of Warcraft.
Boy, RuneScape.
Let me say
boy,
specifically a
like,
shooter.
chill.
Shooter specifically that really had mechanics like that in there. Because I can't think of that many before Destiny. Or that has done it as good. Like Destiny came in clutch with the raid mechanics.
I did like Destiny's raid mechanics. I just didn't like that they didn't really give you insight. Like you had to look at the forums. You had to look at what other people did. But figuring it out on your own was like next to impossible.
Yeah, I will say that I tried to figure it out on my own.
No.
The fact that they do tell you absolutely nothing.
They tell you absolutely nothing. You had to Google it.
I think I like that a little more because it brings like a mystique.
I would have liked it if there was more lore, like maybe you find a book or something as you're going through the dungeon to tell you, like, hey, theories or strategy.
Nodes or something that says you, hey, here's a
What I
hint.
will say is Destiny was packed with lore, but it was packed behind readable lore that nobody read.
Yeah, on the app. Like, they had the dumb app.
But not even on the app. It was in the game. Like, you would get stuff, you'd have to go through the settings, and you could read on the people you met and shit.
Yeah, they had some more.
Yeah, that kind of lore.
And they had some of the
But,
ghosts
like,
and all that.
You only got them by, like, achieving it or, like... And that's how you got certain weapons and shit, too. You remember, like,
literally.
Thorn, you had to, like, or the special weapon was, like, you killed someone with, like, the World's Thorn, and it turned into, like, the exotic version. And all that stuff's locked behind lore. I used to be super deep in the Destiny lore, but it was behind. It was locked. It needed to be in the game. It needed to be shown to you. It needed to be.
I feel like them having your phone to like, even if it was like hints to the raids and stuff like that, that'll at least be a reason to like, okay, let me download this app and maybe I'll look in like experience the.
Yeah, the Destiny app.
They used to have. It was like looking for Guardians.
Most of the lore was if you wanted to see a front face. As front as possible, it was on the app. Yeah. And that was also where you would get on the forums and find raids and stuff. They were like, download the Destiny app. If you
I do remember. That's how we found people. Actually, we were on that find help for a raid or like find a member for raids, and I was like, oh, you actually aren't shit because people were fucking garbage, boy.
Yo, my man was about his business. Yo, shout out to Lethal, man. We met a lot of cool people through, even people that we still know to this day. I mean, like him for real. Destiny really like was that game.
Here,
man.
That was the closest thing to like back in the day, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, like games where you would actually talk to people in game chat.
I spent 8 hours playing Halo or Call of Duty with your boys.
It's hard though doing that nowadays as a grown person. How would you feel Brandon, since you're our guest, how would you integrate gaming into your adult life and still be able to have that kind of? You don't.
You gotta pick and choose, right? Especially like depending on the responsibilities of what you have. Like if you have children, what time you're working. If you have a spouse, you have to pick and choose how much you give to a game. And that's why I think the rise of portable games have actually exploded, because you might be able to give a portable game a little bit of your time, but to actually sit down and like place yourself somewhere for like 2 or 3 hours, it's not feasible.
So you think MMOs and stuff are just gonna slowly phase out and die?
No, because there are a lot of people who don't have that.
Yeah.
Like, there are as many people who are in the relationship and they have kids or whatever. There are
people that just don't have it at all.
None of that, and they're gonna spend all their time
investing.
Yeah, I feel like companies are gonna start trying to focus on their core base. Like, it's going to be so much stuff. It's like we have to benefit stuff for our players.
That's what I was saying. Fighting games, I think, need to get back to that core base.
I don't think having it casual does that. I feel like it slows people get in, but they do need to be like, yo, for example, Pokemon Unite, right? There was a strike.
You were this Pokemon Unite.
It was, we were playing that shit last night. Pokemon Unite's dope. Like you just said.
Like Pokemon Unite,
I've never played. However, I will endorse that it's just a mobile League of Legends.
It's just a mobile League of Legends. Yo, me and Moral Support hopped on I was Chandelier. You were what's this stupid plant girl's name? I'm so sorry. Tessarina. You were Tessarina. And we went and fucking dominated these fucking news. We did 10 minutes. We popped off and we was like, all right.
we gotta go to sleep because it's late.
No, we played Street Fighter.
And then we played Street Fighter a little bit afterwards, yeah. So it's like, yeah, being able to just play something real quick is super beneficial. But if you can sit down and play a MOBA and have your class and build this, like, I love playing 14. Like, 14 was dope.
No, yeah, I think if you can find your MOBA or your MMO RPG, right? Like, shout out to our boy Lethal again. He's back into RuneScape. Because he's like, you can do it on your mobile these days and shit. And he's a dad, got 3 kids. So he can just be farming and doing his RuneScape quests on his phone.
Yeah. I would really love if they brought like a good MMO to the phones because I remember I tried downloading a couple and they were just terrible.
I will say shamelessly, I've been playing Marvel Future Revolution. It's literally, you know, they had Marvel Avengers.
I mean, you were going to play it anyways.
I was going to play it anyway, but I got to check it out. No, that's Snap. Snap goes crazy.
Yeah, I heard that.
Card games might be coming back. Pokemon just released a mobile trading card game too.
Card games never left.
They never left. They stayed lit. Do I have a runner right now?
Slay the Spire was the indie
that
card
was
game, roguelike.
Yeah,
that joint's kind of fire.
Came out of nowhere.
League of Legends released their Runeterra. There's Hearthstone. Card games never fade.
Yeah,
they've been going crazy. I never was big into them. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit. I know you was into Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. So I'm almost sad I never got back into a card game for real like that because they were...
Card game, the knowledge that you have to have for card games, I couldn't spare.
Yeah, like when Magic became the predominant one, it's like Pokemon and all that shit was already complicated.
No, I loved it. It's just the meta and the amount of money you had to pay
exactly.
It was like new format. All your old cards that you just spent $100... invalid.
Literally not even relevant. Yeah, that killed it for real. So if there's a card game system that like didn't do that, probably maybe still mobile. That way you could cut a lot of the physical cards.
Mobile cards, the best cards are the ones that you either pay for or you have to spend an inhuman amount of time.
Oh, that's gross. Yeah, that's Marvel Snap's whole thing. That like you can't pay.
I hate cash shops in games, man. I just hate it. It ruins the whole game.
Cool. No,
unless it's aesthetic only. I'm fine with that. Like
right, but don't give like edges to people who pay money.
Yeah, shit literally pays itself. It's a MOBA. They have like 10 Marvel superheroes, like Wolverine, Iron Man, Captain America, all
How
them.
is it fun if it literally
plays itself for me.
I hate games like that. I've never understood it.
It's perfect for me. It's perfect for me. I do the bosses and I do online matches. I do have to do the grinding for me. If I want to experience that,
it's not. You're not even playing your video. That's the most American shit I've ever heard of.
Perfect for me.
That's the most American shit.
Okay.
I'm too lazy to even play my games now. I want my games to play my games.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. It's been a good hour. Appreciate y'all. We need to do this more often. Any last words?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, y'all. Shout out to my man Brandon. Check him out. It's Valentine on Twitch. We showed your gameplay like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, when I was so bad at the fucking game, bro.
It's all good. I'm gonna have to add you so I can get some practice in.
We're gonna have to run we stream some matches.
I'm good now. I actually got some skills.
Yeah, you put me in my place. Yeah.
I hope so. I got like 9.
You used the buff chick?
Your mom.
I use the dancer.
She's still a buff chick.
No, she's not buff.
She's buff.
She's just tall.
She's tall though. But all right.
Long legs.
What was that sign off?
I was playing Marissa last night because she be beating my ass. So I needed to see.
Something game life.
Yo, play games, meet people, have fun, y'all. Y'all have an awesome Saturday. And be good.
Peace.
Have a good one.